Oh, it's Rick Taylor.
What's up? I'm Mudy. Tune in to my interview with Rap Draft.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Rick Taylor back with another episode of the Rap Draft. I got my girl Mudy with me, man. What's going on?
What's going on?
Nothing much. Here on the Rap Draft, we like to interview artists of all kinds, not just music artists, but barbers, artists, painters, whatever art you do. And whatever you're doing, I feel like it's important. They need to get heard. This is the platform for you. So basically, we like to just let the fans know, or people who really don't know you, know a little bit more about you, or insight on your life, and like, a day in the life of Mudy. So with that being said, my first question to you, for you is, where were you born and raised?
In the city, Milwaukee. I've been here pretty much my whole life. I bounce back and forth to Texas, but if you ask, I'm always talk about the city. I be everywhere.
Now, when you was in Milwaukee, like, where did you grow up in Milwaukee?
Uptown for the most part, so 48,
Okay.
But the East is kind of where I fell in love. I went to school over here. A lot of my niggas over here, so this has been like my stomping grounds for a little bit. The studio over here. So yeah, them pretty much my little areas.
That's dope, yeah. A lot of people don't know too much about Milwaukee, and they be thinking like, it ain't no black people here or something, or this state is just like a farm or something, but it's not.
Yeah.
Now, what was life like as a kid for you growing up?
Real different. On my mom's side, I'm one of 12 kids, and on my dad's side, I'm one of one. I was raised by my pops, you know what I'm saying? So going back and forth in between that kind of setting was a little different as far as finding myself was concerned. My mom's side is super thugged out, and my dad is super logical too. So it's like, damn, like, how do I make this work? But shit, I think I'm cold. I think getting the balance in between both worlds kind of made me who I am. Yeah.
And that's dope. I like your personality. Like, I don't know you personally like that, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, like, and for what I've seen for myself, you're welcome. I'm like, she seems like she pretty cool. Like, you got a vibe.
I do my shit, man. No, just
yeah. I'm like, she cool to be around,
For sure.
And now for the people who don't know or who want to know, who is Mudy?
Exactly who she says she is. I derived my rap name from being a moody person, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that I've known about myself for years, but I decided, I'm a person that I feel like, okay, before you label me that, I'ma just own that shit. So Mudy is Mudy. I be all over the place. I tell people my name and they be like, oh, okay, you cool. And then they get to kicking it with me. They like, oh, okay, she mean it, I ain't too far off the wire, no shit like that. But yeah, I'm a good time, not a long time. That's right.
Yeah, it's dope. Like I said, I feel like everybody got a different side to them and stuff like that, but you seem, like I said, really cool, laid back, but you do seem like you have a side that you would snap on somebody or some shit like that if they get out of line.
Yeah, be like that. Sometimes you gotta put your foot down, especially as a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like in this industry, niggas will try you, bitches will try you, everybody will try you, and it's like, I don't really like that. I think I'm chill enough where you don't gotta do that, but unfortunately, if it gotta go there, it can go there too.
Type shit. Now, what or who inspired you to do music?
Honestly, what got me going off the ground, my best friend, his name's Remy. I was doing poetry heavy before, and I was writing books, so I've always played with words sort of thing, but he was rapping. He started making music, and this is around the time that I started making music too, so like 2016. Wasn't taking it serious, just kind of fucking around, and then he got killed right before shit kind of started taking off for him, I felt like. So I sat for a little bit with that feeling, and I just came back like, okay, if my nigga can't do it, then I gotta do it for both of us. I feel like we was talking about this before he passed away. He was definitely gonna be bigger than I think he was beyond his time for sure. So yeah, they took my nigga. I had to go home.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too. Rest in peace to Remy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, how long have you been rapping, and how did you learn, but I guess everybody learns just from just practicing, but how long you been doing music?
I've been taking music serious for about 3 years now, so I dropped my first single in 2018. I've been writing for as long as I can remember, poems or, like I said, books or just short stories. So I've always had a passion for words. As far as when I started putting them down on something, I think high school, so I went to Riverside right off the East. And I tried to compete in poetry slams. I'm a real competitive person. I already play with words anyway. I already write poems. And I went to a couple of I don't know if you want to call them practice or whatever the case may be, but the coach was like, yeah, we're not going to have you on our team. And I was like, damn, it's poetry, nigga. You acting like I'm trying to hoop or something. But he was like, yeah, no, your poems sound too much like raps. And I was like, isn't rap just poetry? You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't fucking with it. He wasn't fucking with me like that. So then I just started getting real aggressive with it. And it kind of just escalated from there.
Right. That's what I always thought, that poetry is like a form of rap, but it's just like a slight difference, but it's still the same thing.
The structure of it. I mean, like there's chorus in rap, obviously, but you can have that in poetry too, where they reiterate different stanzas. So I don't know, but shout out to Dude.
Yeah, shout out to Dude. Hey, look what happened now. When it comes to like, because you seem like a pretty laid back person, so do you like attention or do you don't like the attention like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you rap.
Yeah.
So it comes with being in front of the camera or doing shows. Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel like I don't have a choice, to be honest. I feel like, usually you have somebody eye before you have their ear. So if I don't have you verbally, I have you visually. I always get some sort of attention, even if I'm not asking for it. And I mean that in the least cocky way possible. I feel like I've gotten used to it. As far as like interaction is concerned, that's something that I had to get accustomed to, because I am real chill. I'm very reserved. I like to be with my people, and as an artist you can't do that. Like a lot of people like to be in your face or like to talk to you or like to engage with you, and I had to learn to conform to those settings where I make everybody feel like, okay, I fuck with all of y'all because y'all here to support me and I fuck with y'all back for that. But yeah, as far as like just attention is concerned, I'm cool. I got a personality. I feel like somebody that people would want to know.
Mm-hmm. Now performing, like, did it take you, like, when you first started off doing shows and stuff, like, was it like nerve-wracking, or like, was it you ever nervous, or was it like, nah, I'm cool, when I get on stage it go away? Or if you was nervous then, like with your experience now, do you still get nervous?
Absolutely. Every time before I have a performance, or sometime before I come to the studio even, like I have a little level of anxiety, just because I think so big of myself and I want to make sure that I portray that in like the best kind of way. But sometimes, you got to get out of your own head. So before I have shows, I just kind of sit with myself and be like, okay, like I got this shit, like I'm straight. And then when I get up on stage, everything just go blank and I'm just doing my shit. And afterwards is when everybody be telling me like, you just did this, you did that. And I'm like, damn, did I? Because I just went up there and started moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
When I was doing music, not to like put it on myself and that, when I did music, cause I'm a pretty laid back dude.
Yeah.
I'm talkative, but I like to be to myself and with my people. So I used to get into my own head. Like my main fear always when I did a show or anything was just forgetting my lyrics.
Been there.
Have you ever had a situation where you forgot your lyrics?
Only off the liquor. I usually, and this sound bad, I'm not an alcoholic, but before I perform, I usually have like a couple shots or something just to loosen me up. If I'm totally sober, I can do it, of course. I don't want to make it seem like I'm dependent, but I vibe when I'm off a, a little drink or something. So sometimes I take too many shots, or my niggas will be around and they just be trying to amp, like, let's just get fucked up. And it's like, oh wait, I still gotta go up there and do my shit. And I'm lightweight because I'm tiny. But yeah, sometimes the liquor hit me in the middle of a song. Like, damn. But I play it off cool, you know?
I had, because I used to be, I was pretty good at performing. I never did like just the instrumental and just me like performing like without the track.
You always had your vocals back in you?
I did.
Okay.
And because of fear that I don't think I was going to fuck up.
Why?
I don't know, like it's got a bad memory to me. And actually, that might sound like some bullshit, but I actually did forget the song one day, like with the tracks behind it, because I was like kind of lit. Like I was trying to do the same thing you did.
How you play it off?
It was bad.
Nigga said hands up.
It was bad. Hands up, just looking crazy. Niggas like, I'm like, yeah, it's over.
Damn.
But I try not to let that discourage me, because it did discourage me. I'm like, I gotta give it another try, because like I can't leave it alone type shit. So
I feel like you psyching yourself out by telling yourself like, oh, I'm forgetful. You gotta go up there and tell yourself like, no, I'm that nigga. Like that's the only way it's gonna happen. If other people telling you and you start to believe it, why wouldn't you tell yourself all the time? That's what I had to learn too. Like, bro, I am that nigga. I'm that bitch. I'm all that. So like I get up there, boom. I'm straight.
Exactly. You definitely dope. I definitely want to give you your props.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if you could, I don't know if you ever been asked this, like, how can you describe your sound?
My sound. I think it's like I think I just kind of described this. I would say if I had to, like a trap R&B kind of vibe. So when I first came out, I was doing hard ass raps because I wanted niggas to know, like, I play big boy games. I don't do no little shit. I'm not trying to sing to you niggas. Like, I can keep up with y'all for sure. And actually, I think that with what I was trying to portray then, my personality was getting like real masculine unintentionally. And I'm not a masculine person, so I took these couple years off. And I like redeveloped, rebranded, like, this is what I am, bro. This is what I want to embody. And honestly, even though I rap and I'm a rapper, if you have to put a label to it, I listen to more R&B music. I grew up on Mary J. Blige and like Erykah Badu and shit like that. That's just like soothing, mop on a Sunday kind of shit, you know? And I ended up like, I got played real hard. One of my friends went way left on me and I had to get that shit out. And I wrote Numb. I don't know if you heard that, but it's on my EP Land. It's the last song on there. And I was like, damn, it was like a singing rap kind of vibe. And I was like, this shit kind of hard. And from there, I'm like, let me just kind of explore this. Let me see what come out. And lately, I just been writing shit that's that lane. So yeah.
That's dope. Like, sometimes it take for you to go through some stuff, like to really come with the hard, like your best work.
The real
shit. Yeah, because you know you cold just naturally.
Yeah.
But when you go through something, that brings like a different beast out in you.
Exactly.
And most definitely, I think when you, because I listen to a lot of R&B too, like and oldies and stuff like that. I think when you listen to other like music besides rap, that bring a different artistry out in you.
Yes. And
pull something else out in you that you didn't know you had in you. So I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah, I feel like I've been tapping back into like shit that I came up on. So it's good. I feel like it's more relatable too because people can actually like feel what I'm saying. Like, okay, yeah, I made hard shit that bitches could twerk to or whatever before, but now I feel like my music is gonna age a little bit. You're gonna spin back like, damn, I'm in my feelings, like I wanna hear this, and that's what I wanna do.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear you. What do you think of the Milwaukee music scene?
I fuck with it. I think we're in a great spot right now, to be honest. I think we got enough buzz here where people weren't looking before. They definitely have to be looking now. Like, we're becoming something that you can't ignore. If niggas try to downplay it, they'll be like, what? It's niggas in Milwaukee? Like, y'all just seen us all on TV. All crowded in the Deer District, all kind of shit. Like, yeah, they was showing the white people so that they could get their, you know, marketing off or whatever they gotta do. But y'all saw us. Y'all see how we get down. But, yeah, undeniable.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of talent here, like a lot. Like, to the point I'm still finding out about people, like, and I'm adding to my playlist, like, you know, and our biggest genre here right now is, of course, like trap, slap music, but I think, like, people really dig down deep, too. Like, that music good, too, but y'all gotta understand there's other artists out here, like the Backpackers, conscious rappers, or just, you know.
It's levels to this shit.
It's levels to this shit, and I'll be amazed, like, damn, bro, this shit is cold.
That's why it's crazy you've never been here. I feel like this is a hub, I ain't gonna lie. The person who own it, he an artist, too, and that nigga is nuts.
Yeah, I'm glad I found out about it because I still learn about stuff every day.
Yeah,
every day I've been here. I'm 30 and I'm still learning about a shit that I don't know about.
Yeah.
It's kids younger than me like, you ain't do this? Like, hell no. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's what's up though. That show you that Milwaukee got a lot to offer because you still uncovering things. So like, how could the world count us out when the natives still got more to find, you know?
Exactly. When it comes to music, do you feel like you get the respect as an artist, especially being a female artist?
I demand it. So, I mean, like, you have to. Do I feel like I get the recognition? That would be a different question, I feel like. But no, I don't feel like I get the recognition I deserve. I feel like, I know I'm one of them ones, for sure. I know I'm a name that could be a staple in this city. But I feel like people don't do enough to discover the levels of Milwaukee artistry. And I ain't dumb, so I tapped into the side that people do listen to too. And now I got something that if niggas was not listening before, I'm finna have something for their ass.
Right. And speaking of music, and you saying you got something for them, you just dropped a new EP.
I did.
And it's The Ticket?
Yeah, it's called Ticket.
Ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the songs that what you was just talking about, can we hear that on that project?
No.
Or you just got other stuff coming?
So, I came up with Ticket in a month. I did all that in a month. And that's crazy as an artist. I don't know if anybody knows like what it takes to exude shit like that, but yeah, it was nuts. But that's more of like the trap R&B vibe that I told you I was exploring and playing around with. That's kind of what I wanted to portray. But in the middle of me doing that, I was just writing, pushing out music, and I came up with like the trap side of Milwaukee songs. They just didn't fit for this project and what I was trying to portray. So I ended up cutting them off, leaving them off. And at my EP release party, which I had before I released the EP, obviously, I played them. And people was going fucking nuts. So I'm like, oh, okay, bet. Like, I gotta push these eventually. And I have a feature from one of y'all favorite artists in the city, too. That was supposed to be on the project, but I dropped him. So, yeah.
Well, that's dope, you know. I would definitely be on the lookout. Everybody should be on the lookout and check out that new EP, Ticket. It just came out. Now, let me ask you, are there any artists or producers or even videographers that you like working with?
Artists?
Yeah, artists or producers that you like working with, even videographers?
Okay, so artists, yes, my niggas is all here pretty much on the East. Lucian Parker is my favorite artist. Locally, globally, that nigga is ridiculous to me. Cam is my nigga as well. Cole, D-Bridge is the reason that I make music, and also somebody I work with very closely. Von Alexander, so it's crazy because if you look into the names that I'm saying, they all have the different sounds that you was just talking about, conscious rap, this kind of shit, you know, like all that, you know?
Tapped in.
Yeah. Producers, as crazy as it sounds, I can't get anybody locally to fuck with me. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes people send beats, but as far as like on a consistent basis or what I ask for, nobody in the city has really tapped in. Nobody in the country, to be honest. So my first producer who I locked in with is from China, and my producers on my latest project are from Russia. That's nuts, but I feel like also that's gonna allow for me to go global. I don't want to stay local anyway. I don't feel like I'm a local person. I don't have a local sound. Videographers, I'ma shout out Kempo because that's my nigga. I came up with him. He off, you know, the forest too. I fuck with him uptown. And he nice, so I'm finna lock in with him. He finna be doing my visuals for sure.
Okay, that's dope. And the names you told me, I'm actually tapped into them, like artists, like they
all of them.
Majority, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said D-Bridge. I fuck with D-Bridge.
Gotta know him.
I fuck with Von Alexander. He cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Cam, that's my nigga too. I fuck with.
Yeah.
Man, I just don't. I didn't know.
Lucian.
Yeah,
he's not from the city. That's probably why he came here. But like, definitely somebody worth looking into for sure. Like, honestly, I have to give a lot of credit to him for how I've evolved as an artist in the last year. Because if you listen to Land, the first EP, in comparison to Ticket, like it's all there.
Most definitely. I actually heard you on Vine project. Interlude. I got that song in my car. I was like, man, she went crazy on her.
Yeah.
And that's what made me, I've been tapped in, but that made me tap in more.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me go tap in.
Shout out to Vine for putting me on, you know?
Shout out Von Alexander. We need an interview from you, bro. Now, is there any artists, producers, or videographers that you like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Yeah, I really want to tap into the trap side of the city just because I feel like, you know, I was raised by a man and I'm not as feminine as some other women are, so I am very boyish or whatever in my ways. And I just know I can keep up with niggas. I know I can. I watch niggas on songs sometimes. I would like to do that because I'm a competitive person, not saying like, oh, I'm better than niggas, but also like, let me show you. That's how I feel. So I want to tap into the trap side of shit. Artists that I want to work with, if I got a name drop, I'm not gonna name drop. I'm gonna let niggas come to me. Producers, I think that Richie Slims is really hard. And he has like a versatile catalog. I feel like I'm gonna probably only say his name because again, I don't ask niggas to work. Videographers that I would like to work with, Ray. And that's a possibility for sure. T Glazer, just because I feel like marketing wise, like, and what he does, I know that if I get niggas to see what I can do, I'm locked in from there. Like, definitely one of them ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can definitely see that too. And I wanna say this too. I think the song For the Culture.
Oh yeah.
That song was dope.
Niggas slept on that too.
That
And that
song
verse
dope.
is crazy.
That verse crazy as hell. Because
Yeah.
I was telling Mo about that, and I was like, "How did that song come about?" And I'm like, "Damn, that's when I locked in too.
On what?
That's when I locked
Oh,
in."
so
I'm
you've
like,
been tapped in for.
I've been tapped
okay.
in, but then when I heard Vine, I'm like, "Damn, let me tap in some more." Like, you know,
Yeah.
I've been tapped in then. Like, I just really like that. Like, you know, what. I don't even know what to call it as far as like the genre. Like, it's just rap. Like, but
Yeah.
because you know they got trap, slap, but like they don't got no genre. So it's like, but I see like the type of artists that work together and they stick together. I think that's dope. Like how y'all blend together and work together, and it's like y'all got like a family.
I mean, that was thrown together, honestly, for the culture. My friend True, shout out to her as well, True West. She put that together. She came up, curated this whole project, and was like, I think y'all would sound nice on this song. And she said, Lamo and Mo City. And I'm like, these some rapping ass niggas, like, what? So I'm not gonna say I was like nervous or nothing like that, but I was like, okay, she want me to rap. Like, I can do that. So we all got in here, locked in. Niggas recorded their verses. I got my verse off in one take. Niggas was like, what? I'm like, yeah, you know. But yeah, and it's crazy because I only really like, at least lately, I only really go crazy like that on featured songs. I only do raps like that on other people's shit. My project don't sound nothing like that.
Yeah. Okay, but it's like you want to make a statement, like, you know, I can out rap you on your own shit.
I mean, you heard it as a feature, and that's when you tapped in. And I know that those people fan bases is gonna be expecting this.
Right.
I'm not gonna sing to you on here. I want you to know I got that shit, like, you know.
Yeah. So you good marketing yourself. So
I be
know.
trying.
Yeah. So I feel like you probably told me what's new already, but in case you want to elaborate more on what's new.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to give the city another project. I just dropped 2 already this year. One in April, one in just now on Friday. And I want another one as like, I don't want to give the name away, but yeah, I want that to be like what I really ground myself in the city, to let y'all know, like, boom, can't stop fucking with me, stop playing with me. Whatever that looks like, I don't necessarily know yet. Like I said, I already have songs that I dropped off of my last EP that are ready for something new, but shit changes and evolves and grows all the time. So I'm still going through the motions where I'm discovering what I want to talk about. But yeah.
And I can say that, like, and I'm not just saying that because you sit here, but you, Vine, Mo, and then a lot of artists too, like on the trap side, like just seeing where the music going is like, y'all inspire me.
Oh damn.
I ain't gonna lie,
Thank
for real.
you.
Cause like, and then especially y'all doing the music that I wanted to do when I was doing it, but I just couldn't find how to put it together. I mean, I knew how to put it together song wise, but like how y'all do the projects, artwork, videos, it's like, damn, that's what I would be doing.
It's about being around them niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know what your situation was like, but I also feel like the reason I am how I am and why I can look forward to what I can look forward to is because I feel like there are niggas around me who I consider to be better than me. And maybe it's not the fact that they're better, but I feel like their artistry is like ridiculous. So I always have something to either try to compete with healthily, or just like, I got something to prove to my niggas around me, to the people who I'm trying to deliver it to, like, yeah, if people was around me and we all sound the same and we all like, yeah, bro, this shit great. My niggas don't tell me my shit good just because, like, if something don't sound right, they be like, this don't sound right. Okay, bet. You need to fix this. Okay, bet. Like, it's really about having people around you who care about it as much as you care about it to, you know, keep you great.
That's what's up, and I like the fact that you're surrounded by them type of people.
Yeah,
you got
shout
the
out my
mindset.
niggas.
Yeah. Now, my final question for you is, I ask everybody who come on this show this question. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, it's gonna be hard to get an interview. No, shit, to be honest, if I gotta say the next 12 months, I plan on being one of them ones. I feel like it's not gonna be a point where you have to try to find my name. My name is gonna be out there. I do have intentions to explore a different city soon, and we're gonna see what that does for me. But yeah, like, I feel like I gotta make the most out of whatever time I do have. A lot can change in a year, so we're not gonna talk about 5, we're gonna talk about 1. Just remember this shit, for real.
I remember this shit.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think you got it.
Thank you.
I definitely see you reaching all them goals be 4 or 5 years, because you're on the right track and you got the right mindset and you're around the right people. Keep grinding, Don't worry about what nobody's saying. Stay in your lane like you've been doing.
Yep.
And keep applying pressure. And I thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Love.